Hi, Claire Staines at Lothlorien Dog Services here. Right, I made a mistake today. I made a training error. Now, I was out training a little dog called Ivan, and Ivan likes to chase dogs and stuff. But one of the other things that Ivan likes to do is jump up on people. Now, he's not essentially doing anything wrong in his world, he's just saying hi. Now, a dog had went past us and he had behaved really well, and I was explaining to his owner, you know, what we were doing and why we were doing it and how that was really good, and asked her how she felt about the situation. And two women had come round my blind side. I hadn't seen them. My fault for not managing the environment. However, Ivan jumped up on them and they were clearly quite annoyed about it, quite rightly so. So all I did was hold tight on the long line and step back a bit with him, and I apologise to the ladies. So if they do see this, which doubtful because they didn't look like doggy people, but I'm really sorry. When that happened and they went away, Ivan's owner quite rightly asked me, so what do I do when Ivan gets that wrong? What do I do when Ivan does that? And I said to her, well, what have you been doing? And she said, well, basically I'm pulling him off and I'm saying no, really firm. And I was like, cool. And I asked her then, is that working? And she had said, well, clearly not, because he still does it quite a lot of the time. Most of the time when he sees people, if she can't get a hold of him beforehand, he jumps on them. So, to answer her question, and a question that probably quite a few of you have wondered as well, what do I do when my dog gets it wrong? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That was my error, that was my fault. I allowed Ivan to get it wrong. What I then recommended that she did is, moving forward, is she probably walks past a ton of people a day and Ivan doesn't jump up on them and she's just not noticing it. So he gets no feedback for not jumping up. And then he does jump up on a person and boom, he gets all the attention in the world. So what I suggested that she did was, every time she walks past somebody, she says yes, and then she reinforces Ivan. Why would she not pull him off and say no? Well, basically, if we did that consistently, here comes the siren. If we did that consistently, every time we saw a person, we pulled Ivan off and we said no. Is Ivan going to be able to connect his behaviour with the no? Or is it going to be the person means no? And that's always a thin line to skate, in my opinion. And I would hate to compromise a dog that liked people so much and wanted to say hello to everyone. I would hate to compromise that for a little bit of jumping up. That if we play the long ball, we can teach him much more appropriate behaviours without causing him any distress or discomfort or any negative association towards strangers. So if every time we walk past somebody and Ivan doesn't jump up, he gets reinforced for that, then let's say he goes past 30 people and he's reinforced, and then somebody comes in too close, or we make a mistake like how we did today, how I did today, not Ivan's owner, and he gets nothing for that, no feedback whatsoever, then that's an unsuccessful behaviour now. And that's the best way to get rid of behaviours that we don't like, is to make them unsuccessful, to make sure that the dog receives no reinforcement and no feedback for them whatsoever. So the question is, what do I do when my dog gets it wrong? And the answer is 0. Any comments, suggestions or questions, please pop them down in the box below and I shall get back to you. But apart from that, happy training.